them a 2-0 defeat to AFC Telford today. What's your assessment of the game?
I'm frustrated because I felt that, you know, when you come to places like this, you've got to stay in the game and you've got to quieten the crowd and you've got to try and get a grip of the game, and I felt that we did that. I thought we performed pretty well, to be fair, for an hour. And if anything, the second half we started it the better team. We had 2 or 3, you know, half decent opportunities, and then the game spun for me on a bad decision. You know, lack of communication, the edge of the box from Tyler and Jordan. They've countered down the other end, won a corner, and from there it got the fans up, and they had 15 minutes where they were far better than us, conceded a couple of goals. The first one's a really good strike by Don McHale, but I'm disappointed with it from our perspective, because we know he's got ability and we know exactly what movement he wants to make. He wants to come inside, get it on his strong foot and shape it out towards that far corner, and it's a good hit by him, but we should be doing better. And you know, that goal doesn't happen if Chris Atkinson stays on the pitch. That was also a big you know, swing in the game for me. The second goal, it's bad defending. You know, just again that hole in between the centre halves and midfield. Chris Atkinson's been there for 4 years, and you take him out. Other players maybe don't have that same anticipation of where balls are going to land, and ultimately that's cost us dearly. And obviously then you're chasing the game. They had other chances on the break. We had some more, you know, chances ourselves. But in the end, I feel like we kind of beat ourselves, but I can't really argue with the result.
Yeah, you mentioned how we started the second half quite well. Is it almost a case of not taking our chances in our little 15-minute spell there in the second half, and then when they had 15 minutes, they did take their chances?
Yeah, but I think that our 15 minutes would have been longer had we not made that error. Because, you know, listen, the same happened when we came here last time. You know, they give us they were more dominant first half the last game, and we managed to get in at half time 0-0, but the second half we controlled the entire second half and we won it 2-0. I felt we grew into the game today. You know, I felt we had a grip of the game in the second half, and you know, it's fine margins and little lapses of concentration, bad decisions, and a game can swing. And certainly when you're somewhere like this, when, you know, they've got a reasonable crowd on, the crowd went quiet. The crowd went quiet in that, you know, at the start of that second half, because we were on top. And, you know, probably with the bad run of results that they've been having, maybe there was a little bit of nervousness was creeping into the stadium. And then we go and make an error, switch off, allow them to, you know, win a couple of corners, and from there the game changed. And, you know, they killed us in that 15 minutes, and fair play to them.
You mentioned Chris Atkinson there. He got the little injury in the first half and came back out the second half, but how is he now?
He felt a little twinge in the bottom of his hamstring at the end of the first half. Thought it, you know, maybe it was just a little bit of cramps, so he got a little bit of treatment at half time, and we obviously put him out there second half, but he just wasn't able to get around the pitch the way that he usually does. So we obviously had to make the decision to withdraw him, and obviously that's, you know, it was again a big factor in the game, because it happened at a time when we were well in control.
And it don't get any easier now. Next week we're at home to Fylde, who I don't think have lost a game in the league, and we've barely drawn any either. Flying high.
They're a good team, aren't they? You know, but they should be full time. They've got a big budget, got a very, very good coach, a very experienced manager. So they should be top of the league. So for us, I think it's a great game, because it's a free hit. You know, nobody will expect us to do anything against them, and maybe we won't. But the challenge is to try and bring that run that they've got to an end and make it difficult for them. I'm frustrated today because, as I say, I felt for that first hour, I felt we performed really well, and kind of the game plan was kind of working to a T, to be fair. And you know, I think we've shot ourselves in the foot a little bit this afternoon, and we desperately wanted to back up that excellent win and performance last week against Curzon. Today with something we haven't. Fylde's the next game. It's a tough game, but we'll prepare and get ready, and let's see if we can defy the odds and get a win.